You ready? We good?
We rolling?
You rolling?
We roll.
All
right.
It's your boy Is. Welcome to another episode of Hot Talk Show. You know what I'm saying? We have a special episode. You know, I got my boy here. Introduce yourself to the audience before we start.
Listen, my name is Wayne. It's good to be on your show. This has been a long time coming. Listen, y'all don't want to know the backstory, but this brother,
how we met.
he's a gem. So it was a funny story. I'll make it very short. We met in the train station, and long story short, he started telling me about this podcast, and I was like, damn, it's literally the same thing I'm working on. Like, fast forward to a year.
Mm-hmm.
We in it.
I was on your joint too.
He was actually my first guest on my podcast, which is Chat with Wayne podcast, and we're talking about mental health, which was good. And it's just I've been doing my thing since then. Working, podcast, school, a lot, but so we have to get the word in.
So what's your plans for the holidays, bro? Tell us what's your plans for the holidays. Spend time with family, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I must spend time with my family out of state. Still have to do the work. Bills have to be paid. We have a little fun same way. Drink a little liquor here and there. Some. Definitely.
Me too, man. We got the,
we already starting early. Definitely. Now I gotta have my glass. You see what my glass says? Current mood. That's a fact. That's what you know what time of day it is.
That's a fact. So before we start, right? What's one thing you want to change in the new year?
Oh my God, I think that's a loaded question, but I don't know if I can answer it because there's so many things I want to change, and each one is critically important and it's also linked to the other. But what I will say is that I hope that for the new year, the government can do better. I'll say that. I'll leave it at that one.
Same over here. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll leave it at that.
That's a fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we got a special episode. This is different. This is more about community. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about the Black community. A lot of people don't afraid to talk about it, but we're gonna talk about this though. We're gonna get real. It's gonna get real deep. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that I'm glad that we chose to talk about the Black community, because if we are to look at what's happening now in the country, our community is definitely being attacked. So much has happened over the last year, and so much more is going on, and there's so much more to come. So I think it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. So the Hot Talk Show, we always start with something real, authentic. We start hot. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we got a glass.
That's a fact. That's what we got the glass. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I want to talk about the statements. There's a lot of statements that people put among the Black community, and we're gonna talk about whether we agree or disagree. You know what I'm saying? So I got 3 statements we're going to talk about, and we're going to elaborate on that, whether you agree, disagree with these statements. You know what I'm saying? The audience
Definitely.
too. And I want y'all to to tell the audience.
We want to
tell
hear
us whether you agree, disagree.
So make sure you comment, leave those questions. Definitely, we're going to respond to each one of you guys. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Buckle up.
That's a fact. Buckle up. All right. So the first statement, right? The Black community talks about unity more than practice it. Do you agree, disagree with that?
So I won't say, for me, it's a 50-50. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when we talk about the Black community, how experienced are we, you and I, in terms of the diverse, different, persons within the Black community? Because yes, we have our little circles, obviously, but we cannot use just ourselves to define the Black community. And when I say ourselves, I'm talking about, we may know a few hundred persons, but does that really give a true reflection of the Black community? But based off that, there are instances where you can agree that, we don't really support each other, while you have instances where you get those support. If you look at the entertainment industry, for example, and I'm gonna use my favorite Jamaican artist, Spice. And Spice is a Jamaican artist. Yes, I'm pretty sure the Black community all over the world supports Spice, and not only the Black community, because you have other other races. But this discussion is more so focused on the Black community, and a lot of those persons, should get a lot of support. Now, Spice is from Jamaica. She get a lot of support from Jamaicans. We love her. She's, she is the queen of dancehall. Yeah. But in Jamaica, you still have those individuals. Spice may not necessarily be their favorite artist, so you're not gonna expect. That person will not pay to go to a Spice show. They may listen to music, but they ain't gonna spend $1.29 to buy it on iTunes. For me, who loves Spice, if it's $100, I may spend $100 to buy it because I love, Spice. So for me, it's a balance. I can't say 100% yes, and I can't say 100% no.
So you lean more agree and disagree with that statement? More agreeing or disagree?
I'm neutral.
You neutral? So you're gonna be in the middle?
I'm putting it in the middle.
And I'm gonna say, I might have to disagree with that, because I feel like we do practice unity in certain degree. Like, say if prime example, right? You remember that time when I think it was a security guard, and he got jumped by these white guys, and that young guy, he swam in the swimming pool. He went to go help, and all of them came together. So I feel like in some instances we do practice unity when it comes to specific things. You know what I'm saying?
But those are isolated incidents. Yeah. But when we're talking, if we're going to talk about
I think I disagree with that statement, bro.
I agree with what you're saying, though. But if we're going to talk about the situation, obviously the situation which you refer is an isolated incident, and that's definitely shows unity, and it shows you support, you are there for your brother. But that's also what you have been able to witness. What about the unknown? What about the unknown? There's so much things that are happening that are happening within our community that you and I are not privy to. And that's the reason why I say I'm neutral, in the sense where, for me, if there are gonna be instances where yes, unity is strength, and I definitely believe in that, and I wish and hope everybody would practice that. But the reality is that the way you and I think and the way you and I would operate and approach certain things, another person may not do it. So we cannot say everybody is, just like how somebody would say, all Jamaicans are the same. Absolutely not.
You're right.
All Americans are the same. Absolutely not.
Not everybody different.
Everybody is different. Yeah, and it's on that basis why I say I'm neutral. But most definitely, we definitely need to practice unity amongst ourselves, and even more so with what's going on in the country right now.
So give me one instance where you feel like we got to work on our unity, though. Because I feel like we unify when it comes to the police on black on white on white black crime, police brutality. That's when we all come together. But what others that we could come together more than just that, though? Or when this is white on black crime and a white cop is getting at black people. Like, what other ways we could unify?
The same way, so the same way we as as member of the black community would criticize or let's say police brutality, because we know that the same treatment may not necessarily be given to your white counterpart, and that's a reality of what we're living in. But in that same breath, you also have those situations where you have white individuals who are who would go to bat for a black person. They would stand up for that person. And in that sense, that situation may not, it doesn't get the recognition that it deserves. And that's the reason why I said I have to be neutral, because when those instances happen, when you have situations like those happen, you have to highlight them, because then you're going to think that people say, oh, that person is racist, that white. No, not because you have 50 white person doesn't mean that all 50 of those individuals are racist. No. Yes, we know that racism is real. We know that those stuff are real. So when it is reciprocated on the other end, we have to we have to highlight it.
Black people can be
We
racist
have
too.
to support.
We can.
We can't
That
be.
don't get
A lot of us
not
are.
the one race like these people. Nah,
I tell you what our issue is in the black community. What what I have seen is where people would as black person we try to boast on our one another. So if you drive a Lexus, you might drive a 2022 Lexus, I'm gonna need a 2025 Range Rover, or like you're trying to prove a point. That's not, you don't necessarily see that within the other community. You don't see, but us as, within our community, we think that doing that prove a point. It actually does not prove a point to me.
Yeah.
What it does, it just show that you are sometimes self-serving. You're trying to prove a point, but in reality, you're not proving a point to anybody. You're making yourself feel better, but that's just where it stops.
That's a fact, man. So I want the audience to, agree, disagree with this statement. The black community talks about unity more than practice it. What do y'all think? Do y'all agree with that statement or disagree with that? Y'all comment down below because we love to see your input. So I got the second statement. This one may be a little, you know what I'm saying? So we don't support black businesses the same way we support black entertainers. Is that true or false? Agree, disagree? To the audience, we don't support black black businesses the same way we support black entertainers. Do you agree with that, disagree with that? What you think?
I will have to agree with that.
You agree with that?
I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't know, but I think I disagree.
No,
I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm
gonna tell you why I agree. And if we're gonna say, if we're talking about entertainment and we're talking about business, the reality of it is that a lot of our black entertainers, which there are a lot, they get a lot. When you go to these shows and these shows are sold out, I think they get a lot. I think if we have to pull back some of those layers. When we talk about black community and we talk about black entertainment, so let's say you, for example, you are an upcoming rapper, an artist. You will not get the support. I'm guarantee you will not get. You'll print 100 CD and you'll be selling them for $10 or $5 a one, and you try to sell them to within your home community, and oftentimes you may not get the support because guess what? You are not established out there. You are not well known. You are not an influencer. So it's so hard for you,
the artist, the rap artist,
and that's why I'm just using rap as an example. Just artists because it's an entertainment. You will not get that support. But let's say I'm gonna use a Cardi B then. If Cardi B was to print a couple months ago, she was just promoting her album in the streets, and you see the crowd that was there. They don't know if the music if her album is garbage. Not saying it is, because there are a few songs that I really love, but just saying they will quicker to go online and crash the website just to purchase the album because it's Cardi B. You doing the same thing and probably producing better quality music, you are not going to get that support. But it also comes back to marketing. You have to be. There's a lot of nuance to those.
I don't know. I'm sorry to cut you off because I think like the same way we support black businesses, right? Let's say we got soul food restaurants in the black community. Why do you think those are surviving? Because black people go into that joint, right? Let's see, like Jay-Z, Nas, they start from somewhere. We buy their music. They got famous because of the black community. It started from us, and then like they branched off. But so I do feel like we do. Like I think I disagree with the statement though. I know it takes time.
It takes time.
But I'm talking about for starters. I think the black support started Jay-Z and them. Like we was buying their albums and all that, supporting them. But same way we do the black businesses.
And that's true.
Surviving. So say you got a black business in Bed-Stuy, Harlem, Crown Heights. Those are black neighborhoods. Absolutely. And they're surviving. The majority of Bed-Stuy could be like, hypothetically speaking, like 80% black, right? And who you think is going there and buying that food? Black people or white people?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say I disagree with that statement though.
But also, if you're going to look at that, but remember, you see, these are some loaded statements, and and if we're going to speak reality, we have to kind of peel back the layers, because remember, if we're going to use Jay-Z as a reference, they're coming from back in the 80s, 90s when their community was rap and they get the support of their neighborhood and they work, they put in the work, so they're gonna get it. So now, if Jay-Z was to put out an album, whoops, Jay-Z is well known across the world.
Yeah.
So
but I'm saying, but who started that? Though?
No,
we started that though. He came from the gutter though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
So we build him up.
The statement is loaded, so we have to, like, when we're for me, a question like that, I have to peel back a layer. I cannot just answer and say no or yes, agree or disagree, because there are different layers to it. Because back in the days, the things that how things used to happen back in the days, it's not the same way now. You understand? Social media is so prevalent. You can just go there and and sing garbage.
Yeah.
And because people love the garbage, boom, you get 10 million views in a week.
But all right, so let's be real. So you got a black TikTok entertainer, right? Who's saying mad jokes, or just in general. What race you think is following him more? His own people, or white people, or different races?
No, I can't.
It gotta be more from people his background, where he come from first. They're giving them support,
but
right?
also
people he follow. Because black people just like neighborhoods. Black people gonna have black people on Facebook more than white people. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's a community.
Thing. But
you got black community on social media. You got the white community.
But it doesn't mean that it does not mean that everybody on Facebook that you are gonna follow your music or listen to it. And I'm gonna use our podcast as an example.
Yeah, do it.
We have a lot of friends, and how many of our friends you send it to them?
That's a fact. And
you might send it to 100 contacts or 200 contacts in your phone, and I'm pretty sure you probably don't even get 100 really viewing it.
Probably like 50.
And these are the same persons we say are friends, and they are within our community. Yeah. So as I said to you, that it's a statement, but it's also loaded, and we have to pull back the layers. But for me, I would definitely agree with that statement.
You agree with the statement? I think I think I disagree, man. I think we do though.
Well, let's see what the audience says.
Let's see what the audience. What do y'all think? Y'all comment down below. Like, we don't support black businesses the same way we support black entertainers? Do y'all agree, disagree with that? I think I disagree with that. I feel like it's the same thing. You know what I mean? It starts from somewhere. The black entertainers, they got recognized based off our support. It started from where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And then they branched off. But I think we still support like they should. You know what I'm saying? So we got statement number 3. Then we're gonna move on to the scenarios after this. Okay. It's gonna get real deep. You know what I mean? How to say we like to get deep, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But so statement number 3. Not everything that's black culture is healthy. You agree or disagree with that statement?
Not every
Or let's say everything that's black culture is healthy. Let me rephrase that. Everything that's black culture is healthy.
I disagree with that statement.
You disagree with that? Why you disagree with that?
Because not everything that we practice, we preach, and not everything. What you may do something and you think it's it's the norm, but for me it may not be. And it does not mean that because you do it, I'm going to do it. And it's just like a saying that I would say society it's like a may believe. Society make you believe that if you move from A to B, that's how it's supposed to go. And then you're going to tell, and I decide that, okay, from A to B doesn't work for me. A to C works for me. So, and they're going to try to chastise me and try to find all type of reason why it doesn't work for me. But so for me, I think that every situation is unique, and you have to do what's best for you, but also be mindful of not trying to infringe or your action affects anyone else, But there are certain basic common stuff that as black culture we do. We're joyful stuff people, We love to we love to have fun. So there are certain common stuff that we do, but there are also stuff that not every black individual is gonna do the same thing.
So I want to ask you, right, to the audience, so you think black music, like rap music, is healthy? Or like, is it tearing us down?
So I'm not a fan of again.
So what do you think about rap music? What do you think about rap music? overall.
So some of the rap music, I don't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah, that's a fact. No, it's just different now.
And if I don't understand what you're saying, why am I listening to it?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't knock you if you listen to it, because you may listen to it and you can sing out the words and spit the lyrics the same way I can.
Mm-hmm.
So that don't mean that I hate that music. That's just not my cup of tea.
Mm.
You know, I probably would not go to a rap concert.
Mm-hmm.
But do I have an issue with who goes to that rap concert? Absolutely not, because that's what you love.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would probably go to an R&B concert or a dancehall concert, a reggae concert. Reggae music may not necessarily be your favorite genre,
Mm-hmm.
so I may not necessarily see you at a reggae concert. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. So for me, it's just like it's one size don't fit all. Whatever works for you, work for you. What works for me, work for me, and that's just how I look at it.
So do you feel like rap culture is tearing down the community or building it up? Because I feel like sometimes, I'm gonna be real, I think they tell what's going on in the black community sometimes.
But
that's Tupac.
So that's why
the J. Cole, like the Kendrick
Exactly.
Lamar. They be real with it.
So those are again,
you know what I'm saying? Like you got some, you know,
I like what you mentioned, you know, like Tupac and those guys. Remember, back in the days, what they're talking about in their rap music is reality of what's happening in the community. So those music people definitely appreciate and people can definitely relate to those songs. Obviously, we know now with technology and things and time changing, some hear some garbage. You wanna like, what the hell is this? But in reality, there are those artists, you know, them Jay-Z, them Kanye West, them, you know, them DMX from back in the days. What the music that the lyrics that they were spitting was their reality that they were also living. So stuff like that you can definitely appreciate. So for me, it's not fair for me to make a definitive conclusion to say it is tearing down or it is not. What I will say is that based on, you know, research and music that I've heard from back in the days, you know, you can appreciate, and some of those same music is actually standing true to today, to the world that we're living in. So those songs, listen to about. And let me just cut away from say rap. When you look at reggae music, when you think about songs that Bob Marley sing, and you listen to those music from back in the days, we are living in those times.
Some of them joints be gospel. Some of the reggae be gospel. Some of them joints, they be talking about God and all that.
Absolutely.
Real
so
stuff. People don't really.
It
be dubbing to that and all. Like talking about Jesus Christ and all. That's crazy.
It definitely
so true. Be dubbing and all that and grinding.
Definitely, it is so true.
She be grinding onto that. Yeah, she don't want to talk, but no. Nah, bro. So I want to talk about the black foods, bro. Like the food that we eat. Is that healthy? You think that's tearing us down too? Like the food that we eat. So I feel like we be more angry. Like I feel like you are what you eat.
No, I disagree with you are what you eat.
You don't think so?
No.
I think you are what you eat, bro. I think we have to more eat better though. The food, our culture of foods that we eat is tearing us down mentally. I feel like you will feel more sluggish, lazy if you eat macaroni and cheese every day, baked chicken, fried chicken every day. No, really, it can mess with your mental though.
But then again,
if you think about this, right?
No, that's true. Let me tell you, too much of one thing is not good for you.
Let me tell you this though. Let me tell you this. I believe in this, right? Because chicken, they got killed. You carrying the same energy of them. It's going into you, bro.
So I get.
You don't believe in that?
No.
You don't.
But hold on.
But they got killed.
But hold on.
How they felt is absorbing in your spirit, bro.
It goes back to
we're gonna move on though.
It goes back to us being what you call it the black community. You see, in the black community, it depends. If you're talking about here in America, and I'm gonna use America versus where I'm from, Jamaica. The food that we grow there is organically grown.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's a fact though. Yeah,
90% of what we eat here in America, GMO food. It's definitely there's no comparison there. So you can. So I'm not gonna say no.
So you feel Jamaican food is healthy?
Absolutely,
all
if it's organically grown.
And all that, boy.
If it's organically grown, and remember the season that we use are organic season. Remember. 90% of the stuff that we get here are so processed and it's not good for us. Many of us love McDonald's, and I'm guilty of, you know, I feel like I need a McDonald's fries or so.
Wendy's on the
but we don't know. we know that it's not the best for us. It's not necessarily good for us, but it's how often do we eat it? You understand me? For me, I'm not gonna go to McDonald's every day. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna go to Wendy's every day. Absolutely not. And sometimes some of the stuff that are actually good for us are so expensive, we can't even necessarily afford them. So there's a lot of different things that come into play. But for me,
I just read, I researched that we lead in the race with heart disease and all that.
Yeah.
So I know it comes from the food that we eat. So we definitely had to absorb better food so we can stay healthy, bro. So we're doing that. We are leading
true.
The more when it comes to heart, the black people lead the most of having heart condition problems. It comes from eating the food that you eat, bro. So I feel like we have to change the way we eat. We have to put more vegetables in our culture, more organic juices in our culture than Kool-Aid and fried chicken and macaroni and cheese and all that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm not even saying we're gonna move on. Organic. It's just how many you consume, because you know too much calories. What can happen? You know what you consume.
Mm-hmm. So what are the black culture that you feel is healthy versus not healthy? Then we're gonna move on.
In terms of food?
No, just in general, like what's healthy and not healthy. Then we're gonna move on though.
I don't know if honestly that question is probably.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm gonna go on some street shit, like the no snitching thing. That's not healthy.
Okay.
That's not healthy.
Okay, so again, when people say snitching, obviously them simply you're informer, you know.
Mm-hmm. So let me tell you this, right? So scenario, I'm the guy scenario for you. Then we're gonna start with scenarios too. If you got somebody who's killing people, and then you know this person is, right? And he's having mothers crying and he killing kids and you know people dying and all that. Are you gonna say something to get him out of your community, or are you gonna be like, yo, I'm not gonna snitch?
Absolutely, he gotta go.
Carry that same
mantra.
He gotta
go. He gotta go. Healthy, no. He gotta go, because guess what? You could be next. Somebody for you could be next. So you're gonna tell me that, okay, if somebody for you are next, you're gonna still have him there? What are you gonna do? If you know that this person is doing all this, and then, God forbid, one of your family is next, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You are just as guilty as a person. Knowing, so what people need to understand, and something like that, I don't call it snitching either.
Yeah.
Because
you got civilians against us.
I know that that person is a thief, or them is a gunman, or whatever the case may be. You are affecting and you are creating all these havoc in the community. And I know. And I don't say anything. But guess what? When it reaches my family, or you know, someone I'm close with, that's when I'm gonna talk. So you don't think I'm still a snitch? What that shows is that you, the individual, is that because you don't care. Because if you care from the initial stages, you would have sounded the alarm. You wait until it reaches one of your, you know, relative or friend, close friend. That's when you decide to talk. But I guess oftentimes when we are snitching, it is in a little box, and when I say a box, I mean involve people involved in drugs, or
like
that's a scenario I cannot speak on because I'm never involved in drugs.
I get it.
But just in general, again, every situation has to be dealt with.
I feel like that's why the crime in our areas be so high, because people don't want to talk. They be afraid to talk, bro. You got mad murders and killers in the streets. And because people are gonna say none.
Sometimes
it's
their own relative doing it, and then guess what? You don't want to stitch a relative. But guess what? If you are being a nuisance, you gotta go. I do not. For me, I don't care who you be. I'm sorry. It's just the fact I'm talking. I don't care who, because if you're a nuisance, you're doing this to this person, this to this person. Who to tell it? I'm not gonna be the next one.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. So, audience, do y'all agree with this statement? Now, everything that's black culture is healthy. Do y'all agree? Or disagree? Y'all comment down below, man.
We want to hear from you.
Yeah, word. Agree, disagree. All right, so I'm gonna go to the scenarios, bro. I got 5 scenarios. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get a little deep on the Hot Talk Show. Before we move on, listen, on the Hot Talk Show YouTube page, it's a Hot Talk Show. 9-2. If you want to watch past and future episodes,
it's all there.
It's all there. Lit episodes. Facebook, the Hot Talk Show. Instagram page is the Hot Talk Show. I know there's a lot of Hot Talk shows, but
don't worry, cool. You'll see them on the
screen.
We're
gonna fix all that. Don't worry about
You'll see everything right
now. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna fix all that. But yeah, man. Y'all follow all those pages, you know what I'm saying, to get past future episodes and watch some highlights. It'd be lit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go to scenario 1, man. I'm gonna talk about the black business support. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read this scenario and then we're gonna dive back on it. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna ask you the question, all that, in the audience. So I want y'all to listen to this too. You know what I'm saying? So a black-owned restaurant, right, a black-owned restaurant opens in the neighborhood. People complain about the prices online, but still spend more at non-black chains, right?
At
So
non-black chains.
yeah, non-black chains.
Mm-hmm.
The question is that honesty or lack of community support? And y'all audience, y'all comment down below. Is that honesty or lack of community support? Yeah,
So again, so two things. One, if we're gonna talk about in the black community,
mm-hmm.
what volume are we able to to purchase or in order to supply? I'm not able. That business may not be able to buy 100 or 200 items.
Mm-hmm.
If they were able to buy 200 items, they may be able to sell it for $2 or $3.
Mm-hmm.
Online, that business may be purchasing tens of thousands. So they get it for little and nothing. They can sell it for 50 cents, $1, the same items.
Yeah.
So obviously, you're gonna, person are gonna gravitate towards, purchasing it online. But the reality is that if I'm able to buy 200, definitely, you're gonna try it. And business, what people need to understand, business takes time. Business takes at least 5 to 6 years to really start turning over. And anybody who's going into a business now, and you're going into business with the expectation that within after 3-4 months, you're going to start seeing profit, you are not supposed to be in business, I'm telling you, because business takes time. It's just like doing anything else that you have to build and you have to put the work in. Mm-hmm. You have to market yourself. These persons online may be able to market themselves in a way where, they are out there. They're going all over. Persons are seeing them. You open your phone, you go on Instagram, on your notification feed, you see, a talk show t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm able to just click a button and I can purchase an talk show versus, I have a business. I may not be able to do all of that because I can't afford it.
I hate though? Like when black people sell something for $45, it's too much. But let you spend some on Louis Vuitton, and they can be $80. You're gonna spend that.
But not only that, but
that's so weird though.
And that's the reason why my question.
That's what I'm gonna go from lack of community support.
And that's the reason why my answer to your first question is neutral. And I'm going to explain to you why I say it's neutral.
Yeah, that's bad.
Even within the same black community, you are an artist. You are selling this black polo t-shirt for $200 because you name J. Cole and you have J. Cole and you might have a logo upon it. And you sell a black t-shirt for $200. I'm an artist and I have the same black polo t-shirt and I just have my initial on it and I'm saying $50 and everybody in the same black community would rather go buy a J. Cole t-shirt for $200 versus buying mine for $40.
Why is that though? Why do you think that? Why do you think though?
We ourselves are hypocrites. And I'm
speak on that. This is real. This is hot now. This getting heated.
It's being honest.
Speak that real shit.
You are going to your friend that you grow up with, walk in the neighborhood, everything. Y'all go to school together. Your friend is starting a little business, print a little t-shirt and sell a t-shirt $40 a one. And you're saying that that's too expensive. But in the same breath, yes, we know J. Cole is a black person and still a part, we consider him still a part of the black community. J. Cole is selling that same t-shirt for $200 and you would rather go and support J. Cole, yes, because J. Cole is popular and J. Cole is known and J. Cole.
But he's still black though. And might say you still one of black men though. But you talking about non-black chains, non-black people.
No, but
Louis Vuitton, that's more like people like from Russia and all that. You get what I'm saying?
But it just still shows you the infighting. I start within our own community. It still shows you the infighting within our own community where we pick and choose what we want to support. Because you as a friend, why wouldn't I not want to support your business and buy the $40 t-shirt from me? It's the same t-shirt J. Cole is selling. Now let's move on to like Louis Vuitton. Yes, but yet still you'd go to Louis Vuitton and you'd buy a sneakers for $2,000 or $3,000. And if I'm selling a sneaker for like $400 or $500, you say, oh, that's too expensive. But yesterday we spent $2,000 in Louis Vuitton. And oftentimes, and this is not to saying that Louis Vuitton and stuff like that, because they have we know them stuff good, but just saying that oftentimes some of those stuffs are so uncomfortable. You just buy it because of the hype.
Yeah, because of who
You
the
buy it
person
because of the
is,
hype.
who it connected with.
Because the name, it have a LV and LV big brand. You buy it because of the hype. You go spend that 2,000. You're gonna spend your last 2,000 to go buy LV sneakers, but yet so you would not spend $500 to buy my sneakers, which probably would save you $1,500. And the reality is that my sneakers probably be even more stronger than that.
So,
but it's just that because
I'm sorry,
it's not
Coach, can we
Vuitton.
say quality got to play a part, right? So, prime example, right? We have Marbury. You know what Stephon Marbury is? He's a basketball player, NBA player. He used to be an NBA player. He was selling his sneakers to the community for $15.
Mm-hmm.
And people, most of us was like kind of shitting on it. Oh, it's only fit, it's cheap. You seem like a bum if you wearing that. But like you said, like J. Cole, he's selling his joint for $300, hypothetically speaking. But people gonna know the quality is gonna be higher than the $15 sneaker.
That's
so
what
can
they
we
think.
say that is quality the reason why, or is just that we just
not often? Oftentimes,
is it that like they people think, oh, if it's $45, this shirt is not gonna be like a shirt. It's not gonna feel the same like a shirt that's gonna be $200. The quality though. And so I say we gotta get out of quality.
Quality play a big part in it.
Yeah.
And oftentimes too, the quality is not even good.
Yo, that's real. Yo, I agree.
Quality play a big part of it, but oftentimes the quality is still not good. But you just buy it because it's the name. It's the name that we purchase. It's the name that we purchase. Because you're a person who go and buy a person walk into Louis Vuitton and buy a regular white T-shirt or a button-up shirt, and it may just have a LV stitch and the tag right here or something, and you pay $600-700 for that. And I may have a similar shirt, same quality or probably even better quality. And I'm saying $100, but you're not going to buy it from me. You're going to buy the Louis Vuitton because guess what? It's just a hype. The name you're going
after. I get it.
But quality does play a big part. But oftentimes, within the Black community, we are so boastful. We want the latest. There's Louis Vuitton. I forget Louis Vuitton. So, a lot of those different caveats.
The white man building all that. But I'm gonna say this. But I'm gonna be real with you. I might say that's probably honesty. Cause they showing that. Listen, I rock with they joint and I don't rock with yours. You know what I'm saying? That's honesty right there. So what you think? You think it's more honesty or lack of community support? Like that being like a form of honest, like I would rather spend more at the I think like maybe they more trust their quality of things and they don't trust the Black people quality of things in restaurants. We talk about more restaurants.
I don't think it's trust. It's not trust. Saying? I think it's just we go off the hype. It's not trust. It's the hype of it. Because you know about Louis Vuitton, and Louis Vuitton is a big, well-established brand, and Louis Vuitton selling the same sneakers that I'm selling, and again, my quality probably be even better than Louis Vuitton, but Louis Vuitton is saying $2,000 for their sneakers, and I'm saying $500, and I'm telling you, I may have 10 friends, and out of the 10 friends, I'm pretty sure 6 or 5 may go and buy from Louis Vuitton, and I may have 2 or 3 who can't afford a Louis Vuitton, and they'll buy it from me. So I'm not saying that if you can afford it, you can afford it. You buy it. But sometimes within the same community, we don't give the full support to our own people, but we also set a higher expectation for our own people, which I want somebody to make that make sense to me. Because the man who you go and buy Louis Vuitton sneakers, you don't know who made them sneakers. Those sneakers oftentimes are the labor that produces those stuff. Child labor. You don't know, but we'll gladly go and purchase it. But for me, who source my stuff, who probably put blood, sweat, and tears in it, you will not give me the same respect and support as though you walk into a Louis Vuitton store and take out your $2,000 and buy it.
I got a question for you, right? And this one I'm gonna talk about more like, let's say, environments, how the place is set up, though, scenarios, right? So a Black person got a restaurant in Harlem or Brownsville, and it's not as fancy, right? And they steak and lobster cost like, let's say, $80 versus you got an upscale Manhattan, blah blah whatever. You know what I mean? But their environment is nice setup, nice tables, nice blah blah, right? Do you feel people have a right to complain about the prices in somewhere that's hypothetically speaking, like in Brownsville. No, it's not as etiquette, it's not as nice, but they said charging like an arm and leg for their food, bro. Like the environment is not like, for example, you got some people, right? That like gentrification. I believe like, bro, they bugging with these prices in the style and all that, because the neighborhood still got some sketchy parts where it's not even worth paying $400,000 for, bro. Like $4,000 for every month, because the neighborhood still kind of got a lot of work to do.
People will
you know what I'm saying?
People
like,
will definitely always.
You still
complain.
got gunshots in the middle of the night. Hypothetically speaking, so you think it's worth? If people
Absolutely
complain about
not.
in Bed-Stuy, right? I'm paying $4,000 to still live around drugs, crime, and all that. Will you feel it'd be worth it for them? Somebody pay $4,000 a month.
I
rent?
would not pay for that $4,000. But
right.
also,
so that's I want to pick your brain.
But but remember, we're talking about two things right here now.
Same thing,
because
though.
For me, okay, where I live, I love my little block, my block here. What I pay for my rent, would I pay, and maybe if it was even more, to me, there are certain things that comes with price. My comfort, my peace of mind, my safety, all of those things I take into consideration when I'm doing certain things. But let's go back to the restaurant. Now, if the food is good, and you say $80 for the lobster, the $80 for the lobster and the wood or whatever, but the food is immaculate, I don't have a problem purchasing it. But also, it depends on the vibes and what ambience you, the individual, are looking for at the time.
I get it.
Not everybody like to fine dining and want to go and sit and drink a bottle of wine.
So you feel some people go to restaurants based off the environment or the food, though, like the vibes, like it's cozy, da da da.
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above. Because you may say, okay, then, all right, may I go down? May I go in Ireland there, so go get a a piece of jerk chicken or whatever the case may be. That's what you feel, but that's the type of vibes you depend. Suppose you decide to say you go out now, you go on fancy restaurant, Manhattan, and they may have jerk chicken on the menu. You may pay $10 for the jerk chicken in Harlem, and that shit is it's so good. You go in a Manhattan, and you probably pay $40 for the jerk chicken. You're not getting the same amount of jerk chicken where you're getting in Harlem.
That's true.
And it probably don't even taste as good as what you get in Harlem.
So I think more people pay for the environment.
It's
though,
just the ambience,
the ambiance more than the food, though,
and what they want in that moment.
I know if I take some other day, like Brownsville, we getting some steak and I'm like, nigga, we taking that shit run down. Like, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna enjoy this shit.
Exactly.
But they're gonna enjoy it more. We at a cozy more place.
So it just depends on what the ambience and what you're looking for, in that moment.
That's facts, though. So so this scenario: black-owned restaurant opens in the neighborhood. People complain about the prices online, but still spend more than non-black chains. Is that honesty or lack of community support? I want y'all to comment down below on that scenario number one. So I got scenario number two, bro. This is gonna get deep. You ready for this? Y'all ready for this? You know what I'm saying? So scenario number two, I want to talk about community silence, though. You know what I'm saying? So here's the scenario when it comes to community silence. A young black man is doing well, business, family, growth. He gets little support, right? The moment he messes up, everyone has something to say. Why do you think we speak louder for failure than success, bro?
I think negativity oftentimes it gives people what you call it now? I'm trying to find the right word to use. But people thrive off negativity. You're quick to speak negative on something, you're quick to gossip about something that you don't have the facts. And it's like a Chinese telephone. I hear this about you, and I come and I tell that person, and that person tells somebody else. And guess what? Every time it goes to somebody else, something is left off, and something that has nothing to do with the situation is added onto it. You understand? Yeah, so it's just like, what are we really doing? You understand? And so because that young man, you know, is striving, and he probably make one mistake, and we sometimes are a little bit too hard on our own black brothers and sisters. You understand? In those moments, I think in those moments, that's when the community is supposed to, you know, gather around, you know, try to be a shoulder for that individual to cry on.
Yeah.
But instead of you being a shoulder, you are being the one that helping to tear that young man down. Like you get joy in seeing someone else
Yeah, like
fail.
mess up though.
You know, so
So
we have to do better.
So let's say, for example, right, and we got maturity. 'Cause I know people speak on maturity, right? So what if scenario you got, let's say a father say, I don't think you're ready to start a business yet, but go ahead if you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, do it. And as soon as he mess up, he says, "See, I told you so. I told you wasn't ready. You think you have a right to? You think that's wrong for the father to be like, see, I already saw that you're not mature enough to start a business yet." And as soon as he messes up, like, I think some people knows best. Like
some people definitely knows
so say for example, like if a father was he got his own business, he already know how it is, the blood, sweat, and tears would come to it, right? Let's say if a son is rushing to start a business, but he not ready for it because he
That's
just
true. But listen,
the father says, "See, I told you so, bro. See,
we
if
always
you would
say
listen to
that.
me, you wouldn't know that would never happen. You should have took your time.
But guess
I
what?
told
And
you
if the
focus
business,
on
and if the
school,
business
but you want to
succeed,
go to business.
but what if the
Yeah,
business succeed? What the father going to say? Oh man, I'm happy for you, but yet you're the same one, the same one that was discouraging me. But I say that to say, failure is not denial, and it doesn't mean that it's end of the road. Failure sometimes is just that option or that avenue that you take is just not the right avenue or the best option in that moment.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to allow persons to fail in order for them to really realize that, okay, then maybe the approach that I was taking towards this business, you know, or this situation is not the best approach. That now use that failure, that situation, reevaluate, see where you make progress, see what you need to change, and then you can come again. Also, you have those other persons in our life that are very, 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 very discouraging.
That's true. I agree with that.
It doesn't matter your family or friends. You have those that
that's
don't
the last
want
generation.
to help
The
you.
older generation is the most, bro.
You don't want you're not willing to see someone else succeed, so you'll tell them everything that's negative in the book for them not to. But then two days later, you are the same one that will go and try to do the same thing that the person is doing. Like, make it make sense to me.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand? So again, every situation and every scenario has to be dealt with, you know, and judged, you know, by its own merit. But in reality, is that we are gonna fail. I've failed many times, you know. But you know,
so
for
can I ask
me,
you a question? What do you have, like a mother who used to be a singer, but her career didn't take off, but then she got a daughter who want to be a singer and striving for it. She say, "Yo, listen, I don't think that's for you, or you gotta be careful, blah blah blah." Do you think she protecting her or hating or trying to hold her back?
I don't think,
you know what I'm saying. Like, it could be tricky with that.
It can be tricky. But then the mother, bear in mind too that the mother, the era that the mother is coming out of is a completely different era from what the daughter is living in. Technology changed, things evolve. You can just sitting right here in your living room, sing a song, have a couple beats, you post it on TikTok or you post it on Instagram, boom, you turn this big superstar overnight.
Yeah.
The mother may not have had that opportunity. Also, the mother could have experienced certain things, you know, in her earlier days within the industry, you know, whether it be with producers or whoever, like favor, and the mother would be like, okay, I'm not on that wavelength. But the mother, I don't think in that case the mother is not supportive. I feel like the mother is more so
traumatized,
giving you or telling you her experiences and some of the things, and also hoping that you don't fall into the same.
So is she
trap.
helping or hurting? Is she helping her, like trying to?
I would say she's helping.
Real.
She's being real and authentic.
You know what I'm
saying? In that case, like that, the mother is being authentic to her, like, if she's able to say, listen, this is what I've experienced, and this is why I never reach anywhere. This is why I say, you know what? F music. It's not working out for me. Yeah. It's not working out for her because of whatever her situation or what she have experienced in the industry. Now, she's guiding it out and say, listen, this is what has happened over the years. And I've been in the game, and this is why I stopped the game. You know, it's for the daughter in her mind to say, you know what? How do I look into herself and say, okay, have I experienced anything similar to this, or you know, tread lightly? So I'm not gonna say the mother is being negative. It's more so, you know, just guiding and sharing her experience.
Yeah.
Just like I would never tell anybody, you know what? America is peaches and cream. Hell no.
I think no country is peaches and cream.
And that is it. When you don't live here, and you're on the outside looking in, only thing you see on TV is the bright light. You know, they say Times Square. They make it seems as though the street is lined with gold.
Yeah,
but you see, when you come here and reality hit you, it's a complete different thing.
Yeah,
it is not the same thing.
I agree, man. So, audience, man, I want y'all to comment down below. Community silence.
Drop those comments.
Drop those comments down below, man. We want to see y'all input. You know what I'm saying? Young black man,
we want to hear from you.
Business, family growth. He gets a little support. The moment he messes up, everyone has something to say. Why do we speak louder for failure than success? Y'all answer that question down below. So I got scenario number 3, man. This one gonna be deep. I think this is my best one out of the whole joint. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm ready for that one.
Yeah. So scenario number 3. So people complain about the lack of resources, like in the black community, I'm sorry, but don't attend meetings, vote locally, or invest time. Question: who responsible for changes? Who responsible for changes like in the community? Leaders or residents? So yeah. So who's more responsible? I think I'm gonna go.
You don't have a vote.
I think I'm gonna go on residents because I feel like
absolutely.
I want to go on this because I feel like black people, we gotta get out of this having this Captain Save a whole shit. I ain't gonna hold you. We could be our next Malcolm X. We could be our next Martin Luther King. We got resources. We working now. We're not slavery no more. We're not slaves no more. Racism. I'm not saying it's not over, but like we got black billionaires now, so we can fix our own communities. We could all come together and fix up the abandoned buildings across the street. We don't have to wait for no mayor, no president, anything like that. I feel like black people can fix their own problems. We gotta get out of that Captain Save a whole shit, bro. So that's just my opinion. Like it's more the residents. The reason why Brownsville is still dirty because of the residents there. The reason why Eastern York is still dirty because of the residents there. If we come together and fix our own community, we don't need no Trump. We don't need no president. We don't need no vice president. We are our own president. We are.
So your community belongs to you, just like how this, as they would say, the White House is the people's house. I think for me, we as individuals have to know that we have the power. And if we don't exercise those power and use them, then we have to take whatever we get.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And again, we can use an election as a prime example. We all complain we want better road and we want this and we want that and we do this and we. But guess what? Like if we don't go out and vote for an individual who we think would be able to assist us in getting a better road or you know, help us in building a community center, help us in, you know, housing development, because remember, there's 2 persons. One person who aligns with our objective and our priority, and you have one person who aligns with their objective for a different set of people. Yeah. An object. But if we are the majority and we don't go out and do what we're supposed to do, we have to suffer the consequences of what. And again, I'm using election as an example. We know that A is better for us. And we sit down and we criticize A, and B attack, B over there start talk pure bullshit.
A president can't please everybody.
And people laugh about B. And people, no man, be funny. I'm gonna vote for B. But when you go and vote for B, and the garbage that B is doing is not what you want to be done for your community, you have a problem. You are the problem because you never went and exercised the right. You made an impulsive choice. You made a choice voting for B because B make you laugh all the time.
You know, it's so funny. It be the same people complaining about the garbage on the floor. They don't pick up the garbage.
But they're the same.
But it be the same people that walk right past the garbage. How about everybody come together? I'm sorry to cut you off, bro.
And they're the same one that put it.
Everybody in communities clean up their home, their whole block. everybody in the whole star, the whole East New York, or whatever you live, if you live in a black neighborhood, clean up your own. Come together, clean it. We don't need the garbage truck. We don't need the garbage company.
No, we need them, you know.
No. Actually, we don't need them.
So how we garbage?
We can pick our own garbage.
How we going?
Dispose our own garbage, bro.
No, I get what you're saying.
That's white man made shit, bro.
I definitely get what you're saying, but in the same breath, we as individuals, as members of the black community, we have to be more responsible. And at the end of the day, people saying that the government do not sit and depend on nobody. You have to get. There's a saying that says, "God help those who help themselves." Yeah, you sometimes have to get up and make that effort. Get the push. It does not mean that you'll be able to do it all by yourself, and that is a reality. But if you don't start, you'll never know where you will end. Listen, again, if I was to follow people when I just came to this country, I probably wouldn't have started school. I wouldn't have graduated. Trying to complete my master's now. A lot of things I wouldn't have been able to accomplish if I sit and listen to the naysayers. Oh, because you are not this yet and you are not that yet. Okay, so I must wait 50 years or 10 years or 15 years later and then at that time I'm no longer interested. No, I have to do it for me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for anybody else.
Like, you vote? Do you vote?
I'm not.
Stop. You vote? Do you vote? I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm not in a position to vote.
Like, I don't vote because I believe that both parties are the same. Like, we had the ability to fix our own issues. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Republicans are the same just as Democrats. Democrats give us false hope. Republicans are honest. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I say,
hold on.
Democrats give us false hope, and Republicans are honest. Yes.
So
Democrats don't fix nothing. It's no difference, bro.
So what? Okay. So again, I'm not.
They both liars, bro. That's a fact. No, I don't vote. That's why I don't vote.
And I can respect
you vote.
That.
You vote. I don't.
I can respect that. But let me ask you
they
this.
liars. This gonna get heated now.
I'm not in a position to vote.
Yeah,
and I don't even want to go too deep in it. But let me ask you this.
We're gonna go deep, niggas. Hot talk show.
No. You said one is a liar, and one.
No. Yeah, one is false hope, and one to tell the truth.
So, tell me which truth Republican tell you.
They let's say government shutdown. Get your shit together. Stop depending on this shit. Versus Democrats, we're gonna get better. Wait. You know, you asked. Wait, let me go.
Yeah,
let me go. Right? Like Trump is a Republican, right? Don't depend on this shit. Be real. Better yourself. Y'all depend on this shit. You need to better yourself. Get a better job. Blah blah blah. Get out of that poverty shit. That's real shit. That's honest shit. The reason why y'all stuck because y'all depending on this low vibrational shit that the Democrats on the spread, right? So Democrats would say we're gonna put better education in y'all schools. We're gonna do this. They don't do that shit. They don't do that shit. I promise you, bro. They give black people false hope. Give us something that we like to hear to give us false hope. And then when they get in office, it'll be no changes. That's why I say we should be our own president, bro. We have the ability to change our own schools. Yo, I used to be a self-power. I work in the white community in Manhattan and the black community, right? They got swimming. The white people, they white kids, they got swimming lessons, they got food classes and all that. Our schools, they don't get none of that. But you want to know why? You want to know why they get that? Because the white people, they support, they give money, they give resources to the schools. The black people, they don't do that. So people have the power. It's not Democrat or Republican. People is the power. We are the power, bro. I'm telling you, we are the power. We don't need no Democrat or no Republican, bro. White people that say, oh, I need Democrat, Republican. Nah, they invested in their kids in their school. We could do the same thing, invest in our kids and invest in our education. We don't need no Democrat, no Republican. That's living proof right there, bro. It's us. We hold ourselves back, bro. That's just my opinion, bro.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
What? You disagree with that?
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. And again,
go ahead, bro. Look, she get heated. It's like, go ahead.
Let me ask you something.
Do your thing, bro.
When you work, you pay tax, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The tax that you pay, so you're gonna tell me, so you just a Republican, tell you the truth, you know. Again, Me neither Republican nor Democrat, but I'm just speaking logically.
Yeah, do that.
So my tax dollar when me a pay, you work and every 2 weeks when I get paid 6, 7, 800 come out of my tax dollar. What is that 6, 700? Who is that going
It's
to?
probably going to prisons and all that different type of law vibration and shit.
Let me tell you something.
Positive.
Let me tell you something.
It ain't. It going to more law vibration and shit. Food stamps and all that to keep you low. It's not to get you high. It's not. So I promise you, bro.
I think what we're not getting is that
we're gonna move on, yeah, dude.
We can't sit and expect the government to do everything for us.
Yeah,
but also in the same breath, the government, we put them there to help better us. Not saying that they are gonna spoon feed us.
Who put them there?
We put them there.
People put them there.
We put them there because we vote for these people.
They was already there already.
We vote for them. If you don't, okay.
Oh no, bro. So we put them there, or they was already there, and they trying to give us false hope, bro.
It's never who vote for these people. How did they get there? How did they get there?
They was already there.
They
I already feel the voting is. I think voting is actually rigged. They already know who they're gonna put in office already. That's a waste of time. They already know who they're gonna put in office. That's
that's
black vote. So let me tell you this. Black vote ain't matter in 1920, 1930, 1940, 1960. What makes you think it matter now? Let's be real. Black vote do not matter, bro.
No, you can't. So this is one where I'm gonna disagree with you big time.
Nah, listen, we're gonna move on.
You can't say black vote doesn't matter, but at the same time, the shit that's happening, that's affecting you, and we sit and we complain about it, and then you're gonna tell me that black vote don't matter, but we are the same one who don't go out and vote. Every person who has the opportunity to vote.
I don't think black people should vote. It's a waste of time. It don't matter.
So you're saying that black people shouldn't vote. That means you want someone to control and tell you when to do, what to do, when to go, and where to, because that's
black what's people didn't able to vote back then. What makes you think our vote is matter now?
It matters. It matters.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. They already know who they're gonna put in office already.
Drop your comment and tell me if your comment don't matter.
Yeah, do it then.
I want to hear.
It don't fucking matter. I'm telling you.
The hot talk show host says black vote doesn't
it don't matter. Black vote don't matter.
I want to hear from you.
It do not
and I want you to comment and tell me if your vote doesn't
matter.
Irrespective, yes or no.
So let me tell you this.
I want to hear from you.
So you think a lot of black people vote for Trump?
Probably. I don't know.
So versus how many white people vote for Trump? How many black people?
I don't have the statistics, so I can't speak on that.
Black vote do not matter, bro.
Okay, in your humble opinion,
we can't even vote back then.
In your humble opinion,
it don't matter to me. Y'all comment down below, man. Listen. Be our own president. Be your own mayor. Be your own vice president. Be your own Obama. Be your own Trump. You got the ability to fix your own shit. So I'm waiting for these Republicans, Dominicans. Nigga said Dominican. I gotta go on vacation, bro. I gotta get the fuck out of New York. Listen, I mean Democrats. I gotta go on vacation. Be your own president. You got the ability to fix your own resources, bro.
Absolutely.
We don't need them. Fuck the government. I'm saying that. Hot talk show going.
We want to hear if your vote matters, bro. The hot talk show host said black vote don't matter.
It don't matter. But we're gonna move on though. That was getting spicy. That's a statement right there. So we got scenario number 4, right? This gonna be. I like this one because this. I think about everybody. I think you brung it up, but we're gonna talk back again. I'm gonna ask you with the question. You know what I'm saying? So we got scenario. Stop sleeping, bro. Sleeping on my. No, I'm joking with you. Scenario number 4. We got success and distance, right? So a black.
Success and distance.
Yeah, success and distance. So scenario number 4 to the audience: a black person leaves a neighborhood to grow, come back changed. They're called Hollywood, bougie, and not the same, right? Is that jealousy or fear of growth? I think that's a little. I think that's a fear of growth because I think some people do be acting like. Growth? So. Do you believe in the mantra? You don't forget where you come from?
Absolutely, you never forget where you come from.
So you think that's a fear of growth or jealousy? Somebody said, "Is that a jealousy or fear of growth?"
I would not term it as either fear of growth or jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
For me, one thing in life that is constant is change.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, even the man in the same neighborhood where the same street corner, his hope is for a better life.
Mm-hmm.
everybody does not have the opportunity and everybody opportunity. But I may be able to get out. I get an opportunity. I get out. I go Hollywood. I start doing things. I start able to live my dream.
Yeah.
I come back to my neighborhood.
That's real.
Yes, you're gonna have people who are jealous. You're gonna say, "Oh, you're going like you're better than people. You drive this and you drive that." But at the end of the day, every one of those individual hopes and dream is to live their best life.
Yeah.
But we know the reality of it is that everybody opportunity is not gonna come at the same time. I may be one of the few who had the opportunity to get out and go out there and live my life and live my dreams, and and I can come back and I'm still able to chill with my community, and still able to help my community. I don't feel like it's a lack of success. Sometimes I feel like a lot of us are fearful of change, and that is most important. Change is one thing that is constant,
so you
and change is
fear of growth and
change is inevitable. You have to be able to change. You can't. We cannot expect that things is gonna work the same way. Just like how I said to you, it's like a make-believe society make you believe that if you don't do this, then it can't happen. Life does not work like that. You're gonna experience different things. What you experience living in the woods in Harlem is not what you're gonna experience living in let's say Long Island or Beverly Hills. Yeah. It's a different. You have to be able to adjust and adapt. And a lot of us, it's sad to say, a lot of us sometimes don't know that we are in a position that we must be able to adapt and adjust. You go to work, your boss may say something to you. You may not like what your boss said to you, but in the same breath, you're working. You have to adjust. Is it a conform? Is it a DO, as well as is it a do, or your GO, or your go? It's just simple as that.
So you think money changes people?
It does.
It changes people?
It does.
So you think that people feel like, yo, you used to be like this, but as soon as you got bread, now you act like you can't hang around us. You think they have a right to call that out or just be quiet?
But
like that, we have to jealousy, like somebody say, yo, you used to come around, bro. So now
the context.
Your podcast got bigger. You make now, like you don't come to the star no more.
Okay, because I may be able to come here 6 times a week. I could have stopped by 6 times a week. Change, everything changes for me. I'm doing more podcasts. I'm out there more.
Stop.
Yeah, but something popped up. What is this?
What?
Oh, yeah, your phone is dying.
It's dying.
How
many more
low power more popped up again.
How many more seconds? How many more percentage is it on? Put a joint 70. How that's dying quick?
It's on 10%.
It's probably. Well, yeah, but one more, you said?
Yeah, we got one more right here. Then we got a few. Then we almost done.
Yeah. We can do one more.
Is it still playing? Is it still playing?
Yeah, it's playing.
All right, so we got. All right, so fair growth. So money. You believe money changes people?
Money changes people, but I think it's not even the money that changes people. It's also have to realize that change is constant and change is inevitable, and we have to adjust. And a lot of persons don't like the fact sometimes that I am not going to be able to do the same things that I was doing 10, 15 years ago. It is impossible for me to be doing the same things.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at it's impossible for you to be doing the same things that you were doing 10, 15. If you are doing the same thing that you're doing 10, 15 years ago, something is definitely not right. Or you just don't care.
Yeah, I agree with that. 1,000%. But we're going to move on, though, because, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to. No. So
comment below.
Yeah, comment down below. Black person lead the neighborhood to grow, comes back change. They call Hollywood bougie or not the same. Is that jealousy or fear of growth? You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna skip scenario. Introduce scenario 5 or just. All right, so we're gonna do. I'm gonna skip that. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna talk about black broken. We already talked about the government and black people already. Down back on that. Like I said, we our own president. We ain't gotta depend on nothing. I don't know why black people was fucking crying and bitching about the government shutdown. ET shutdown. I'm like, listen, that gave us the time to build ourselves up, not depending on them. Come up with ideas to build the resources.
I disagree.
Like start a business. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree.
We are so dependent on government assistance, bro.
That's the important things about this.
Like I would disagree to agree. Like I said, like I feel like we should have take that time to build ourselves up where we don't have to depend on the government. Now, when the government shut down, then most of us gonna be asked out.
Mm-hmm.
So that show you that you had to do something outside of that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You can't be so dependent on it. So that's what I'm about to say. But I want to talk about black broken homes, and we're gonna move on to the hot talk show. Tough question to be done, bro.
That's
we
it.
almost done.
Give me the
I know
tough
my man.
question.
We almost done. We almost done, bro. Hang in there, man. You look
Give me the
tired,
tough
man.
que-
You tired?
No, I'm not tired.
You
I'm
tired.
ready.
You look sleepy, man.
Trust me, I'm not.
We sleeping.
I'm going to sleep
bro.
till the next maybe 6 hours.
6 hours, oh man. All right, so I'm gonna talk about black broken homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna get real deep, right? What broke the black home first? Economics, trauma, relationships, or responsibility? What you think? And y'all comment down below. What broke the black home first? Economics, trauma, relationships, or responsibility? I'm gonna let you answer. I'm gonna back up a little bit, and then you go more on that, and then we're gonna move on quick though.
I think it's a combination of all of them.
Mm-hmm. But if you had to do more in order, which one would you put first? Economics first, trauma, relationships, or responsibility?
I think economics and people way of life affects you the most. The way your way of life, it affects you. And when you don't have resources and you lack resources.
Yeah.
You can't do certain things that you are supposed to do, or that are necessary for you to thrive, and you are not able to access these things. It affects you, and then it spills over into it affects your relationship. It can be traumatic for you. So economics is a starting point,
I agree.
and it layers to all of the others.
I agree. I'm gonna say more trauma. I might sound crazy. I think slavery was the start of black homes being broken because they separated us already, and I feel that's why you got this gender war of black women and black women having gender wars, because I feel like black women lost the respect of a black man because of slavery, though, because the black man wasn't able to protect his black wife. They had a white master. You know what I'm saying? So say for example, if like me and her, we live in slavery times, right? It's not I could do to protect her, bro. You think she will respect me if I can't protect her? If a white master could come and take her away from me?
You know
There's
what?
nothing I could do about it?
I'm not gonna agree with that. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna agree with it. Because remember, all of those individuals, during slavery, they have a slave master, and I don't think you would have been able to have a relationship then to because you can't protect your wife. You have a slave master, irrespective. You have to work.
Mm-hmm.
And the times that we're living in now, those same individuals, those same slaves, they are the ones who fought to give us the opportunity now that we, even though some of the stuff that's going on is still, I would consider it a higher class of slavery. But to your point, it's like we have to know that we have the power and the control to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
And we are in a position now, a better position than what our ancestors are. They had to deal with hundreds of years ago. It's only because
you don't believe in generational curses? They can follow you. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, but
I'm sorry.
No, it can. It definitely. There are certain things that people say generational curse, or people say, "Oh, it's hereditary." It's running in the family. Yeah, but just in general, if we cannot sit and think that things are never going to be the same. Just our ancestors from back then, they fought, and we are in a position, and we have to keep fighting for our kids so they can have a better life. It's just that we are not doing some of the stuff that they were doing back then. We hope that the opportunities that we never had, our kids can have those opportunities, and that's how it continues to go along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you saying, but I don't know. I know you disagree, but I think slavery is kind of like the start of it, and that's why. Like, let me say this: I think we are racist among ourselves. That this black women versus black women gender war is a new racist. You got black men tearing down black women, and you got black women tearing down black men. So I feel like the white man don't have to be racist no more, because we tear each other down. You know what I'm saying?
We tear other
Like,
but in the same breath,
we are our own. We are our own. You don't agree with that?
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm.
Hell.
We tearing each other down.
No,
we are the new. I feel black women and black men are the new racists towards each other.
No. Mm-mm.
Like these niggas, these black niggas ain't shit. These black women ain't shit. Yo, let me tell you this. I saw a whole post of somebody tearing down a black woman saying, I can't date black men, da da da. Right? That's probably the same thing a white man probably feel when it comes to a black woman. So you taking up the white man's slack of you being a new racist, you tearing out your own black sister, bro. You get what I'm saying? So we are the new racists among each other, bro.
Yeah, but
we killing each other. We are our own Uncle Tom, bro. Can I say something?
To what degree?
Let me say this though, because it was a movie I saw. I think it was First Time Fella, right? I don't know if you saw that, but it's a movie called First Time. I know some people might know it, know about that. And he was talking to a prisoner. I think Mike Epps, no, not Mike, Omar Epps. He played in that First Time Fella, and it was one of the captains. He was black though. Mm-hmm. And they was calling him Uncle Tom though, because he was being rough on them and all that, and they thinking that he forgetting where he come from and he being a little, he being hard on him. But he told him, he said, "You the Uncle Tom, you selling rocks to your own people, you tearing down your own community. How you calling me the Uncle Tom, but you the Uncle Tom and you don't got no respect for your own community? You don't respect your own black women and all that. You selling drugs, tearing down your own people." You calling me the Uncle Tom? No, you're working for the white man. You really think about it. Drug dealers are working for the white man. They tear down the black community within. They taking up the slack for the white man. That's why they allow them to have the resources of selling drugs to tear us down, bro. Think about it, bro.
Yeah, but
white man don't have to tear us down no more. They using us.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, but in the same breath, I am not gonna sit there and say black people tear down black people. It happens in every races. I guess it's just more. I'm talking about us. It's more prevalent in our race, but it does not mean that every black person is tearing on their.
No, I'm not saying that. I say that we are the new racists, though. Like,
no,
white people. Yes, we are, bro. You got this black. You got these gender wars. Yes, we can be racist, but no. So we can be racist among ourselves. We call each other nigger. We put ourselves down. You got black men putting down black women just as much. We are the new racists. We don't uplift each other. I see this shit on social media, bro.
Black man nigga, we don't consider being racist. But and again, it's how it's done. Yeah, it's really how it's done. We know that from back in the days. Yeah, if a white person call you a nigga, that person is being racist. I say, yo, nigga, what's up? Am I being racist?
But that's you're not. But what I'm saying is right.
No, I said, yo, nigga, what's up? Am I being racist to you?
You talking about selective word? I'm talking about the energy behind everything, though.
No, but
so you mean my scenario of prime example, right? That if I say, yo, the black women, you as a black man, right? Mm-hmm. Saying, yo, I can't stand black women. They are toxic. They're the worst type of women to date, right? You don't think you're being racist to your own kind?
That's
what makes you think the white man don't think about that about black women?
That's what
you're doing the same thing the white man probably think. It's the same thing. You're racist to your own kind.
No, that's that person's experience. Boy. What I would say is that, and it just goes back to what I was saying. That's that person's experience. Your experience may not be my experience, and I cannot change you from your experience that you have had. I cannot change you, but your experience is not my experience. You may think that black women are the worst, that person are the worst, they're the most disgusting set of creatures on earth.
I disagree. Yes, we can. I disagree with that.
Perfect.
I got a prime example. Now, I'm going to kill all this noise, right? We going up in the hood, right? You have a black lady. She walking down the street. She see thugs, right? Just black people, thugs just hanging out in the corner. She gonna protect her purse because she think, yo, these niggas might rob me, right? And the white lady might think the same thing. She walking down a black neighborhood. Oh, these wait, let me get it out. Like we're black people, men are stereotyped. They hang out in the corner. They thugs. They might do something to you, right? You got some black, women or whatever. They might feel fearful or they might protect their purse because I'm gonna get robbed. You don't think that's them being racist to their own kind? They're not stereotyping their own kind. Just like how the white woman would think or the white person would think walking down a black neighborhood.
I don't think
Yes, being a stereotype and being prejudiced.
It's the same shit.
That's not being
racist. Yes, I don't
Those
think
are
that's
all
Same
racist.
thing.
No, it's not.
No, it's all different.
We hate each
No,
other,
it's
bro.
not. No, it's not.
We hate each
So,
other,
okay,
bro.
the line of word that I do,
Yeah,
they always tell you do not it's not judge, do not oh my god, I can't remember the
We're
word.
gonna move on. Yeah.
We can't, it's just like you can't
Don't judge a book by
yeah,
its cover.
yeah, something it's basically, and oftentimes the persons who you think would be the ones committing the crime, which you like, okay, you say a black man come in and him look rugged, people think that him is the one committing the crime. In reality, he's not the one stealing. You see the one who come in, the white one who come in, or the one who look posh, who look this and that.
Yeah.
Bro. Like my line of work, the things that I see, I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Mhm.
The people who you think or the person who you think are not doing the stuff, they are the ones doing it. Yes,
Yeah,
you
I
might
get
see somebody
that.
coming in,
Yeah.
you know that one deliberate, say, okay, him, you know, say him is a crook already. You know that about him.
I get
You
that.
already know he's a crook. And then three other person walking, where you think them, okay, them all right, man.
Yeah,
Them
good
not
thing.
steal nothing.
Mhm.
Them way say not steal nothing, and them are clean out your fridge. They It's just the reality of it, but I don't think it's not. I don't think. I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I get what you're saying, but the
black
word
women
is
hate black men. You're racist.
it's
to your
not-
own
it's
kind.
not
You
being
don't like them.
racist.
You can't stand them. You got black men who can't stand black women guts. I can't stand to date them. They speak down on them. They tear them down. If you tear down your own kind, you're a racist, bro.
He's being
You think because
prejudiced.
they ain't saying the word nigga, they not racist. You don't have
The
to say the
same
word
race-
nigga
the
to
same-
not be considered racist, bro.
The same race.
What
so
you
the same
mean?
race can be racist. Me talking down to you does not mean that I'm being racist.
Yeah, you racist.
I can be prejudiced
disagree.
as to what you said.
Nah, I think that's racist. The same thing. Prejudice, racist, all that shit.
Let's
the
hear
same
what
thing,
you
bro.
said in the comments.
Let's see how we say in the comments.
Is it
bro.
being racist or prejudice?
I think it's the same thing. I feel like, like my man in the movie. We're gonna move on, bro. One more.
Mhm.
He said, "You the Uncle Tom. How you coming at me saying that I'm Uncle Tom because I'm being rough on y'all? Y'all think I'm working for the white man in the prison system, but you ain't here because you tearing down your own community. You're the Uncle Tom. You the one racist to your own kind. You the one working for the white man, not me. You are. You tearing down your own people, not me. You got these lot of single mothers in drugs, and they can't be a good mother to their kids because you selling drugs, black man. You the Uncle Tom. What do you mean? Black people tear down their own kind more than white people now. That's a fact.
I wouldn't say more than white people.
Yes, we are. We are tearing down our own kind now. Yes, we are.
Listen,
The black man took over. They don't have to even barely do shit no more. They don't have to be, bro. They tearing us down on different areas.
We
bro.
want to hear from what
They tearing down when it comes to foods and all that. I'm telling you.
I'm so interested to see
This is
these
dope,
comments because I
This is
want to
dope.
hear what you guys think.
Nah, this is dope though.
A black person talking down to a black person, is that being racist or is that just being prejudiced? Let's hear what you say in the comments.
Comment down below, man. This is deep, man. I'm glad you came, man.
I love the conversation.
That's a fact.
I think I think this is a conversation that's needed. You know,
Yeah, that's a
whether
fact,
whether I agree or
No right or
disagree.
wrong answer.
Which a lot of points
Hot
that you
talk
make,
show,
I
baby.
disagree with.
Yeah,
But that's just
we
life.
can't agree on everything. This is the hot talk show. You
This
gotta have
is
your
what life
shit.
is.
Nah,
Agree to disagree.
I think y'all chatting, but it's what it is, bro. But we gonna move on along, man. You know what I'm saying? The host is always gonna stick by his guns. You know what I'm saying? Whether I could be farther than I'm right. Y'all run out. I'm fucking with y'all. So we're gonna do we're gonna skip because I know how many more minutes we got on now? What is it saying though?
We have about 2%.
Yeah, I know, cause I don't want to die. How many? Talk show, tough question, and we're gonna be done with this, man. Y'all comment down below. Do y'all enjoy the show? We speaking some real joint. What y'all think? Y'all comment down below. So from the hot talk show, tough question from our boy Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So, what part of the black culture do we protect more than we protect our black children? Y'all comment down below. What part of the black culture do we protect more than we protect our black children? Speak on that. Damn, give me that. If you can't answer, that's a tough question. I'm asking you that.
This is a tough question, but I'm not gonna play the fifth either. But what part of the black culture do we protect more than we protect our black children? I think that question. I think that the answer to that is we should protect the most important asset within our community is our children.
Mhm.
You know, they are, you know, being a black child growing up,
Yeah.
you are oftentimes preyed upon in the sense where, you know, you were just talking about, you know, racial profiling, you know, and, you know, the whole issue with, racism, and in terms of, you know, within our own community, we don't sometimes as parents too, we don't teach our children the right values,
Yeah.
because based on, and this may be based on, you know, just where we live, and sometimes just the way of life for many of us. We don't have certain resources. Because we don't have certain resources, we turn on our own self,
Yeah.
and that exposes our family, exposes our children.
Mhm.
Now, how do we try to peel that back? We have to we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to call a spade a spade. We have to say it like it is, and, you know, say it for what it's worth. And as oftentimes within our own communities, sometimes we don't take a step back and realize that we are doing ourselves a disservice when
Yeah.
we don't give our children the requisite tools, you know, and just give them the knowledge that they need to succeed, and be honest
Yeah.
and be vulnerable with them. And if we fail to do that, what we allow to happen is that our kids are going to go out in the wider world. They're going to see people doing things, and they're going to think that it's okay, and they're going to think that it's normal, and in reality it's not. And then boom, they get in trouble, and we're saying that we are being attacked. So sometimes we do ourselves a disservice when we don't we just have to be honest and be
Yeah.
vulnerable with our kids,
Sure.
and just try to teach them right from wrong as best as possible. I mean, that's the best way I could answer that question,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
loaded question.
Yeah, it's no right or wrong answer. It's what you feel. You feel your answer is no right or wrong. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Then we're gonna be done. I'll say the culture we gotta get rid of more than we protect our black children. I can say more. There's no snitching culture, like I said. Like, you know, we got a lot of black kids. They dying from gun violence, and the more that we don't say nothing, we don't speak up. We're not protecting our black kids because we leaving, you know, gang members on the streets. We're not saying nothing, and we allowing black kids dying every day because black people got this no snitching culture. So I say that's one part of the black culture that I feel with us when it comes to street code. That's part of, you know, no snitching. That's part of black culture. Don't that's that's what we touch the more of that, and then the street code more than our black kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got people that sell drugs. They ain't gonna say nothing. But
Absolutely.
yeah, bro. But yeah, man, this was a good episode, man. Listen,
Definitely.
if y'all wanna,
But we want to hear your comment.
yeah,
I want to
comment down
see them.
below on everything. You know what I'm saying? So this was a good show. If y'all want to follow the Hot Talk Show YouTube page is the Hot Talk Show 92. You know, where you want to watch past and future episodes. The Instagram page is the Hot Talk Show, and the Facebook page is the Hot Talk Show. If you want to perform on the Hot Talk Showcase, where you want to rap, sing, dance, whatever you want to do, email us at the Hot Talk Show 92. My boy Mills did his thing. My boy DJ did his thing. You know, Jazz did her thing. You know, the old co-host on the Hot Talk Show. And I might do my thing. Wayne might do his thing, whatever he want to do. You never know. He might do his thing. But listen, email us at the Hot Talk Show at gmail.com. And happy holidays to everybody. I hope y'all enjoy your Christmas and Christmas Eve. Happy Kwanzaa and Happy New Year from the Hot Talk Show. We're gonna be back in January, and I want y'all to enjoy your holiday. It's
Most
your boy
definitely.
and we are.
That's
Oh, wait,
a wrap.
what you got? Oh, you got something to say to the audience?
No, listen, I
Yeah,
want to wish
yeah,
y'all
I'm sorry.
a Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to just enjoy the festive season with your loved ones, family, friends,
Yeah.
you know, wherever you're traveling, be safe. And I hope 2026 bring you infinite possibilities and an abundance of wealth. And we are only going up from here. So a blessed 2026. Remember,
fact, man.
Be good and stay blessed.
Be good and stay blessed. Yo, it's your boy Is.
And it's your boy Wayne.
Word. And thank you for watching the Hot Talk Show, man.